Good afternoon and welcome to News of the Hour from Yakubu Bauchi TV. I am your presenter, Dalami Babantoko. Here are the major stories making the headlines. Bauchi Police Command declares war on forces exploiting and destroying youth potentials. Governor Bala Mohammed orders probe into staff disputes, finances, and academic standards at Atta Poly and Aminu Saleh College of Education, Azare. Yari leads APC's 108-member campaign council for President Tinubu's 2027 re-election bid. And now the news in details. The Bauchi State Police Command has declared a renewed war against forces exploiting, manipulating, and destroying the potentials of young people. The declaration was made by the Commissioner of Police, Sani Omolori Aliyu, while launching a campaign against political exploitation and digital-related crimes in Bauchi. The campaign, themed "My Future is Greater Than Political and Digital Toll Bridge," was launched as part of activities marking International Youth Day 2026 under the auspices of the National Youth Leadership and Security Initiative. Speaking at the event, Commissioner of Police Ali described the campaign as a strategic commitment by the Nigeria Police Force to engage young people in meaningful dialogue on leadership, security, and the future of the country. The Commissioner expressed concern over what he described as sinister elements operating both in the physical and digital spaces, preying on the vulnerabilities of young people and using them for violence, fraud, and other forms of societal disruption. He said the police cannot afford to be naive in confronting such threats. According to the Commissioner, the campaign will not end with the ceremonial launch. He announced the formal handover of the initiative to the police campaign against cultism and other vices, which he described as a flagship community policing initiative of the Nigeria Police Force. Commissioner of Police Aliyu said the committee will serve as the vehicle for sustaining and taking the campaign to communities across Bauchi State and beyond. He stressed that the objective is to make the initiative a continuous and structured engagement with young people rather than a one-off program. The Commissioner also called for corrective responsibility, saying the police cannot tackle the challenges alone. He sought the support of parents, teachers, religious and traditional leaders, community stakeholders, and most importantly, the youth themselves. Addressing young people directly, Commissioner of Police Aliyu urged them not to allow themselves to be used as cannon fodder for political violence or to be led by quick money from cyber scene. He reminded them that their future is greater than temporary gains from activities capable of destroying their lives and aspirations. The Commissioner also called on royal fathers and community leaders to play their part in shaping the values and character of young people. He directed officers and men of the command to discharge their responsibilities with professionalism, empathy, and respect for the rights and aspirations of the youth. Commissioner Aliyu concluded with a call for stronger trust between the police and the public. He said the command must build trust, not fear, as the campaign moves into a police-youth dialogue focusing on responsible citizenship, police-youth partnership, crime prevention, public trust, and the challenges of political and digital exploitation. Bauchi State Governor Senator Bala Mohammed has directed newly inaugurated visitation panels for the Abubakar Tatari Polytechnic at Poly Bauchi and the Aminu Saleh College of Education Ascoa Azare to investigate staff disputes, administrative bottlenecks, financial management, and academic standards. The governor gave the directive during the inauguration of the panels at the government house in Bauchi. He was represented by his deputy, Mohammed Awol Jato. Governor Bala Mohammed said the exercise was aimed at strengthening governance, accountability, academic excellence, and institutional development in the two tertiary institutions. He described education as the bedrock of his administration development agenda, insisting that tertiary institutions must serve as centers for innovation, character development, and economic growth. The governor explained that periodic comprehensive assessments of tertiary institutions are required under standard regulatory and governance procedures. According to him, ATAP and College of Education Azare are due for such evaluations, particularly in view of their growth and the need to align their development with the administration education transformation agenda. At Aminu Saleh College of Education Azare, Governor Mohammed highlighted the approval and implementation of the dual mandate system, allowing the institution to run both Nigeria's certificate in education programs and independent degree programs. He said the development would reduce the institution's dependence on external university affiliations and strengthen its academic standing. However, he warned that the expanded mandate comes with increased responsibility. The visitation panel was therefore directed to assess Aminu Saleh College of Education Azare structural, infrastructural, and academic readiness to effectively operate under the new system. On Abubakar Tatari Ali Polytechnic, the governor noted the institution's transformation from a small vocational center into a major state-owned polytechnic offering diverse diploma and degree programs. He acknowledged its expansion in student population, infrastructure, and academic programs. However, he expressed concern over recurring disagreements, factionalism, and friction among staff. Governor Mohammed warned that such internal conflicts could undermine academic excellence. He directed the panel to investigate the root causes of such disagreements, trade union disputes, and administrative bottlenecks, and recommend measures for restoring industrial harmony and productivity. The governor stressed that the panels were not established to witch hunt anyone, but to conduct objective assessments aimed at improving the institutions. They are expected to examine management, labor relations, financial records, government subventions, internally generated revenue, grants, and loans. The panels will also review academic programs, instructional facilities, human resources, recruitment, and promotion processes, as well as compliance with relevant regulations. They are further expected to verify academic staff certificates, transcripts, and professional qualifications, including whether lecturers are teaching courses within their areas of specialization. Student and staff welfare, industrial relations, and the causes of recurring disputes will also form part of the review. The panels are expected to examine the laws establishing the two institutions and recommend amendments where existing provisions may be hindering their growth. Governor Bala Mohammed gave the panels 8 weeks to submit their reports. He called for total objectivity, thoroughness, and fairness while directing management, staff, and students to cooperate fully with the visitation panels. The All Progressive Congress APC has constituted a 108-member presidential campaign council ahead of the 2027 general elections. Former Zamfara State Governor and serving Senator Abdul Ahmed has been appointed Director General of the council. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will serve as chairman, while Vice President Kashim Shettima and APC National Chairman Nentawe Yilwatada will serve as vice chairman. The composition of the council was announced by the president's spokesperson, Bayo Onanuga. APC National Secretary Ajibola Basiru was named Deputy Secretary, while Hadiza Bala Usman will serve as Assistant Secretary. The campaign council will also have a body of advisors comprising prominent APC figures, including BC Akonde, Shegun Oshoba, Rochas Okorocha, Abdullahi Adamu, and Florence Itagiwa. Senate President Godswill Akpabio, House of Representatives Speaker Tajuddin Abbas, and Yobe State Governor Maimala Buni were appointed Director Generals for the South and North. They will work alongside Senator Bamidele Opeyemi and Senator Jibril Barau in the two zones. Former Edo State Governor Adams Oshimole was named Deputy Director General in charge of mobilization. The President Chief of Staff, Femi Bajamiamila, will oversee administration, while James Faleke retains his role as Deputy Director General for Election, Planning, Coordination and Monitoring. The Election Planning Directorate will have zonal directors representing the 6 geopolitical zones. The council also includes directors responsible for legal affairs, media and strategic communications, as well as other key campaign operations. The Media and Strategic Communication Directorate will be coordinated by Information and National Orientation Minister Mohammed Idris, alongside Dele Alake, Bayo Onanuga and Larry Isa Onila. 5 spokespersons were also appointed to the council. In announcing the council, President Tinubu urged members to work towards securing victory for the APC in the 2027 elections. The president also called on heads of the various directorates to involve party members who are not formally listed but who are willing to contribute to the campaign. The APC is now expected to intensify preparations for its presidential campaign, with the newly constituted council coordinating campaign activities across the country ahead of the 2027 general elections. Now, a recap of the major stories you heard. The Bauchi State Police Command has launched a campaign aimed at protecting young people from political exploitation, cybercrime, and other destructive influences. Governor Bala Mohammed has ordered visitation panels to investigate staff disputes, finances, administration, and academic standards at Atta Poly and Aminu Saleh College of Education, Azare, whose reports expected within 8 weeks. And finally, the APC has constituted a 108-member presidential campaign council for the 2027 elections, whose former Zamfara Governor Abdul Yari as Director General. And that's the news from Yakubu Bauchi TV. You can also follow us on social media. Thank you for watching. I am your presenter, Dalami Babantako. Stay tuned with Yakubu Bauchi TV for more reports, updates, and analysis.